When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Boise State Broncos offense takes the field to start this game off. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Cole. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Broncos send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
Wants to fire on second down. Now improvising. Grab near the sticks. It's Kamara. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Smashes through. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes his connection. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, you know, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Still on his feet at the 45. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Cole. Feeling some heat. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Quickly complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Here comes that Alabama offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to run the screen, and it was almost picked off. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Cole. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his completion.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They finished the first 2 drives with field goals. They'd love to get a little something more this time, Jesse.
I want to just keep seeing balance from them and a little better execution as they get closer to the goal line. They've got the playmakers at receiver, at running back, and they love their offensive line, David. Just got to put it all together.
And I think once you start to move the football down the field, that area of the field when you get in field goal range, you got to be a little bit more physical. So listen, still a good start. Still got the lead and an opportunity to build on it here.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
On second down, wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try to pick up the first. At the 45 on its way. And he breaks into the open. The 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown tie. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out. It's Laporta. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Back to pass, it's Cole. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Trying to get to him. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, looking again to throw. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by definition.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They're working that left side. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Back to throw, it's Cole. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Picked off. Trying to take it back. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag run.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Broncos moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Cole. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Going to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Now on 1st down from the 30. They'll run it from the gun. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Handoff from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
They go to the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Unleashes one. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking for a gap. It's Toppins. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to pass, it's Cole. Getting some heat. Out of the backfield, he's open. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who start through the first three periods. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Boise State ready to send out that offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll throw it on first down. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man, it's Cole. Keeps the legs moving.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Snags it over the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give. Touchdown Broncos! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after that completion. On the option. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Using his legs, it's Toppin. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Broncos look to keep this drive humming. They'll put the tight end in motion. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Cole. Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. A first down for the offense. The give as they work on that clock. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Leaves it with the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good. But milk the clock, and it will be your friend. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understand.